As the war in Israel continues to escalate, I'm honored now to be joined by FRC's Executive Vice President, General Jerry Boykin, for his analysis on the latest breaking news that's taking place. We don't want to enter into this weekend without having the most current information we can as to what's happening. Of course, General Boykin spent the last 4 years of his incredible 36-year military career serving as the Deputy Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence. He was also one of the original members of the Army's Delta Force, which of course was established to focus on counterterrorism and hostage rescue operations. General Boykin, always an honor to have you on the program. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Jody.
Well, listen, I know this has been a busy day for you on the media all over the place, but everybody's pulling on you because nobody knows more what's happening than you do. This is a developing story. What's the latest? What are you hearing?
Yeah, people are trying to determine whether the incursion into the Gaza Strip today, and keep in mind there's a time change, but whether it's the beginning of the ground attack or whether this is just another either reconnaissance or feint or preparation of the battlefield. I don't think it really matters, quite frankly, because I think there's still a lot that has to be done before the Israelis are ready to go in there. And I think within the next probably 72 hours, they will have accomplished what they need. At the same time, though, it could be. I mean, this could be the beginning. If they were to find that they could make a breakthrough in a place that they had not anticipated, they could certainly keep going, not stop the momentum, and make that the beginning of the ground war.
Well, you have worked with the Israeli forces. You know that region of the world well. You know how Hamas works, and allegedly their headquarters is now under the largest hospital in the tunnels underneath there, which makes it extremely difficult for Israel to respond without civilian casualties. And of course, hundreds of miles, am I correct, of tunnels underneath there. So once they start this ground game, it's an extremely difficult process, trying to find the bad guys and trying to rescue those who've been taken hostage in the midst of hundreds of miles of tunnels. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, we are. I think it's a couple of hundred miles is what I heard recently. But I'll tell you what, Jody, I hope that everybody that's listening to any of these programs that are talking about this recognize that what Hamas is doing violates every law of land warfare that there is. And you cannot use a hospital, for example. You can't make that hospital part of your warfighting mechanism. And then at the same time, you can go back to when this thing started and the fact that they mutilated bodies. They did all kinds of things that are against the law of land warfare. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because this is going to be over one day, and there's got to be a reckoning, because if we allow that kind of behavior without any penalties whatsoever, you're going to see the same thing again, and it's going to become more popular next time.
Wow, what a chilling thought that is. All right, General, what should the United States be doing how can we best support Israel as they enter into this next phase of the war?
Yeah, what we need to do is we need to let them know that we are not going to abandon them. That has always been, a real concern. Let them know we're not going to abandon them. We may have some suggestions, but that doesn't mean that we stop all aid, all support if you don't do what we are asking you to do. The other thing is this: we, as a nation, have to make sure that we're doing the things here at home that don't make a situation like this worse. And when we, as college deans and college presidents and all, allow people that are the next generation the next generation in this nation that's going to allegedly take us to the next level, if we don't hold them accountable for this nonsense that we see going on here, I think that we're failing to support Israel the way we should. Because right now they need all the support they can get. They need encouragement. And we are the ones that can do that. And we can lead the rest of the world. But we're not doing that right now. And I'm very disappointed in what we see happening in this country.
Yeah, you know, we had Congressman Keith Self from Texas on a little bit earlier in the program, and he was talking about the weakness and the appeasement, if you will, of this administration. When you look at the weakness of the foreign policy and the overall leadership of the Biden administration, both in the past, Afghanistan withdrawal, all of this culminating together, how concerned are you with what you see?
I'm very concerned. Keep in mind, in 1980, the Iranians released 52 hostages that had been held for 444 days. Why did they release them? What day did they release them on? Does America still remember? They released those on the very day that Ronald Reagan was inaugurated as president. And that is because they knew Ronald Reagan was a man of strength, he was a leader, and that he was going to take them down if they did not release them. And they made that very clear in his campaign speeches, let alone in his private diplomacy with others. So I think that what we've got to do is show some strength here. And listen, I don't believe the Iranians actually have the wherewithal to launch a nuclear strike. They will in time, but I don't think they have. And so many people are concerned about a nuclear strike. Well, hey, who wins in a nuclear strike? Nobody. And I don't think that that's something that we should allow to control our thinking on what's going on in Israel right now.
General Boykin, there's no doubt we're going to see a lot happening over the weekend, more developments. Real quickly, how can people be praying for Israel now and over the weekend with their church families and so forth?
Pray that they have stamina, that they have the stamina, the physical stamina to withstand all that they're going to see in the next few months. We've got to get on our knees and ask the Lord to give them the stamina that they need to continue this fight.
General Jerry Boykin, always an honor to speak with you, sir. Thank you for your incredible service and your continued incredible service, both in the military and for the kingdom of God. Honor to have you.
Thank you very much, Jody.